Boy, that was frustrating and annoying, but we did it. Oh boy.
She came, she saw, she conquered.
Score 2 for us, Junior.
Please, Golem Jr., give up. That would be awesome.
But this time, luck won't play a part. Get on your skateboard, Squid, and we'll see who gives up.
It's just a gauntlet of races. Okay, you got it, Chief. Oh my gosh. Good start. In the boat one, his boat was just like turbo speed, and if you messed up like at all, he just wrecked you. There's just nothing you can do. Wow, that was really nice of the game to allow me to stay in bounds there.
Hey, look at the shortcut. Cool.
This seems eerily familiar to the rollerblade race. Probably because at this point in the game, it's clear that they were kind of running out of ideas, and they were like, how do we wrap the game up? Oh, we'll just make a gauntlet of all the different races that you have already done before at several different points. Holding the right or the L2 button is very difficult, guys. Let's do three laps of that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm winning. Woo. Seriously though, that boat level was extremely frustrating and unfair. I would argue it was pretty unfair.
Pure class.
Just take these shortcuts just to make these levels as short as possible. Okay, really, game? You're just gonna finish a shortcut by bumping me and sending me backwards. It's your built-in shortcut. Why would you not have it be out, I don't know, play tested? Okay. Come on, Sammy, get your head in the game, kid. Sammy! Seriously, dude. What part of L2 do you not understand? I'm ahead of you, though, so... I think I'm like turbo ahead of you. I'm not gonna go for any shortcuts though, just to be safe. That's the last thing I need, is to be wiping out and have him pass me at the last second, and then have me just angrily scream. Yeah, I mean, the ending of this game's not great. I feel like they didn't really plan it out very much, and they were like, how can we end the game? Oh, we'll have them do a race gauntlet, even though they've already done all of these races several times over at this point, and we're also not going to add much variety, and then we're going to make the boat level ridiculously hard, but the skateboard and the rollerblade level are going to be incredibly easy to where you can wipe out several times and still win. But God forbid if you even so much as touch a wall in the boat level, Golem Jr. is going to pass you and make fun of you the whole time because he's just a jerk. And he's just gonna bully you while he just demolishes you in that race. And I sincerely hope that this game ends with a canon ending of us putting a bullet in this kid's head. I'd be okay with that. I kind of doubt it because it's a Nickelodeon game, but alright, so that's that done. Next up is who? With a hoverboard.
Score one more for the good guys. That's 3 for us, lame-o. You lost, pal. Give it up.
Seeing as I hold all the cards around here, perhaps it's time I stop playing around with you fool. When I get to that switch up there, you can say goodbye, Ocean Shores. Hope you packed a snorkel, losers.
Don't worry, I'll stop him.
Complete 3 laps and then race to the top of the structure. Ugh. Ugh, more laps. Why do I have to beat 3 laps? Can I just fire a hockey puck in the back of his head and give him a concussion and then bludgeon him to death with my hockey stick? I mean, at this point, would anybody really care if that happened? Would any Ocean Shores residents be calling the cops on me if I just bludgeoned Golem Jr. to death? I somehow doubt that very much. Honestly.
Oh, too bad.
What's too bad, bro?
See ya, loser. I'm off to drown your town. Careful you don't hurl, Bamo.
I hope no one saw
Is
that.
there a doctor
Really?
in the house?
Like he love taps me and I just go flying into the wall. Alright. Let's see if he's like turbo in first. Not really. In fact, we'll probably be able to catch up to him and pass him if we get some boost. The fact that he basically pokes you and you go flying into a wall. I mean, I guess I am riding a hoverboard technically, right? But why did I just lose all my speed there? Really, game? Do 3 laps of this nonsense? Can I just like punch him in the face? Is that an option? Where's the punch Golem Jr. right in his smug little face option?
Give up. You'll never make it.
See you later, nerd. I wish there was a way to look behind me with the camera, but why would that be an option?
Hey, Otto. There's 3 red switches. Excellent. Keep going, Otto.
Sick is my middle name.
Yeah, we're like smoking him now, I feel. So now we just do 3 laps of this crap. That's probably a shortcut, but you know what? I'm not gonna risk it. It's fine. I'm not risking getting stuck or falling off my board and saying some one-liner. Because I've been through enough. Like I said, I think overall, you know, my thoughts on this game are, the beginning was fun, the storyline is interesting. You know, it's a typical cartoon kind of storyline, right? Like, doesn't really make a lot of sense. Somebody stole the whole beach and drained all the lakes, but, you know, it's cartoon logic believable. Okay. And besides, you're not really looking for, you know, a Stephen King level plot from your Rocket Power video game as it is. The gameplay, the platforming is annoying. I think a lot of it has to do with the jumping seeming really inconsistent and random, which made the platforming quite annoying. And quite frustrating at times. The level design at first was pretty interesting and unique, but then after a while it just kind of became another maze mission, another find your way around mission, another, you know, do this kind of type of mission. Especially towards the end with those maze missions, it got really old. I really wanted no part of any of that. And the couple of boss fights in the beginning of the game were a lot more interesting, I felt, than towards the end. Especially the last boss, Golem Senior, was just actual bullcrap. Literally the worst boss I think I've ever played against in any video game. Took me like a solid 20 minutes to beat him, which should not be the case. I know he is a final boss, right, so he should be difficult, but this is, again, a children's game. And it wasn't even like, oh, I'm losing to him because he's hard. It was just kind of BS, you know? Like his laser beam, when he would hit you, he'd then basically start the laser in the same spot that you're standing, so it became impossible to dodge. Seemed kind of like crap to me. This didn't really seem very well planned out. And then his rushing attack just being, he's faster than you, so you have to basically skip and dodge, and no healing items either was really, I think, a questionable decision considering. Considering how hard, or not how hard, but like how many hits he really took to beat, the lack of healing items really was very a questionable decision to me. And you could only ever really get like one hit on him at a time. It was when he before he raised his shield again. Overall, I just feel like it was not a great boss. It wasn't one of those innovative bosses where you're like, wow, you know, that took a lot of thought, you know, and all that to
Sweet, sweet moolah.
to really beat or anything like that. It wasn't a boss that I was like, oh, this is rewarding to beat. It was just like, finally.
You idiot! What have you done?
I'm out of here. Smell you later.
This is where Otto takes out his hockey stick and beats Golem Jr. to death. No, we're not doing that. That's not the route we went with this game. That's unfortunate, I think. That's the route I would have gone. I would have taken out my hockey stick and bludgeoned him to death and dealt with the police questioning later.
Hold on, guys.
Good work, guys.
The little cousins have fixed the beach and saved
Yeah, no thanks to you.
Aloha to that. once we had our evidence together, we were going to bring it to Officer Shirley and get him busted.
But as it turned out, the little creep busted himself.
Busted! Speaking of busted, look what the tide dragged in. Junior, you just wait until your real father hears about this.
Ah, big deal. You'd already packed me off to military school, remember? I'll just have to run away again.
Eric, you're obviously a smart kid, but you're not gonna get anywhere with that attitude, mister.
Hey, listen, Eric. You're a pretty good skater, too. If you'd get rid of that chip on your shoulder, maybe you could find some kids your own age to hang with.
Maybe you're right. Building my own friends certainly didn't seem to work. I'll tell you what. I'll make an effort to be more likable, and if I'm not on 10 years detention, I might see you next summer, okay?
Wait, really? That's how we're gonna end the game? I don't think he gets the right to woogity woogity woogity, to be honest with you. Alright, well, I guess that's the end of the game. Overall experience, 6 out of 10. Yeah, I mean the beginning was fun.
Welcome to my
And now you can go back and you can play whatever levels you wanted. And there's some interesting extras actually in this game. You can see, you can watch actual Rocket Powers episodes. This is actually the trailer for SpongeBob SquarePants Revenge of the Flying Dutchman, which is really interesting. And then some Rugrats trailers. I think this is just CGs and artworks. Yeah, overall experience I would say 6 out of 10. The game started really, really well. The first couple levels were a lot of fun. The middle stages was somewhat tedious, but the ending, especially the Robot Factory, was just... It started to feel like a grind, and it stopped feeling rewarding when you did anything. It stopped feeling like you actually got progress and started feeling more like we're just grinding this out and we're just trying to finish the game. Especially towards the end there with the Robot Factory and all that, so... It started strong, it ended kind of weak. Overall though, 6 out of 10. Do I regret playing this for the first time ever? No. You know, it's nice to be able to go back and beat something that you didn't beat as a kid, but... You know, I just wish that... I wish that it felt more rewarding at the end instead of a grind, but overall, you know, not bad, you know... I don't know. I feel like that's kind of just, it's an alright experience. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Next LP is going to be another one of these PlayStation 2 childhood games of mine, but I believe this game will be much, much better and be a much better experience for me, and I'm very excited to bring it to you guys, but you'll have to stay tuned to see what that is. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys again next time.